show their support gay rights and make things most one way. Even bring people near and far. It's a colorful celebration of gay culture.
One of the big reasons is visibility, to show people that there are gay people everywhere. We're fostered.
Be supportive and be there when people put you aside because of what your preference is. You still there for them.
The theme of this year's parade was equality. All marchers paused for a moment of silence to remember the victims of AIDS from around the world.
And New York mayor candidate Michael Bloomberg picked up a key endorsement from a leading gay group today. It came from New York's Log Cabin Republicans, the city's largest organization of gays and lesbians registered with the GOP. The group cited Bloomberg's record on issues important to the gay community, like anti-discrimination policies in his own business and providing domestic partner benefits to employees. On the issue of gay marriage, Bloomberg said it's not a matter for government to decide.
When I got married, I chose to marry somebody of the opposite sex, but I don't think it's the government's business to tell anybody who they should be married to or who they can marry.
Now, Bloomberg says he would not support requiring all vendors who do business with the city to provide the same benefits to gay domestic partners as they do for straight married couples. The issue is expected to be debated by City Council this week.
Much more ahead to tell you about tonight here on CBS2. Much of Peru still in rubbles. We'll update you on the grave situation after yesterday's devastating earthquake.
And a little later, if you or someone you know is flying American Airlines this summer, we've got details of a planned strike that could throw a wrench into your travel plans.
And baseball fans on Staten Island had something to cheer about tonight. We'll take you to opening day at the Staten Island Yankees brand new ballpark.
And I'm meteorologist Craig Allen. Yeah, there's the old weather front, so we're not completely out of the woods yet, but for the most part, there's a warm, sunny week coming up. Full 5-day forecast coming up as well on the CBS 2 Information Network.
We got more prizes. The student who sells the most candy a weekend past the Coastal Kingdom. Get out there and sell their candy.
The new side. It only looks like $1 million.
I have a proposition I'd like to discuss with you. I've chartered an airplane to fly us over Isla Sorna, and we'd like you to be our guide.
It could almost be paradise.
We have a landing set up ahead.
Cannot land on this island.
But in this forbidden place, where man has tampered with nature,
This is how you make dinosaurs?
this is how you play God. Something unexpected has evolved.
Talk to each other.
To a degree we never imagined. On July 18th,
You probably won't get off that alive.
it's not just a walk in the park.
They set a trap. They actually set a trap.
Rated PG-13 at theaters Wednesday, July 18th.
Welcome to the Hall of Mistakes audio tour. The Primitive Band exhibit highlights some of mankind's earliest mistakes. Directly behind you, hair atrocities. Of course, there's always been a high margin for error in professional sports. Here, we have Mark Peters, who sadly failed to refinance his home when the rates were down.
Is now the perfect time to refinance? Champion says yes.
On your left, bare feet.
Who makes the best minivan? Obviously, the press has already decided. Dodge Grand Caravan, the best minivan ever. See, compare, drive Caravan. Now with $2,000 cash allowance or low 0.9 financing.
Sure doesn't taste as good in New York.
You up here on vacation?
No. Which?
Introducing 260 horsepower Acura TL Type S.
Residents of Peru are mourning their dead and tending to the injured as they sort through destruction left by yesterday's earthquake. The official death toll from the massive quake now stands at 52. The 7.9 magnitude quake leveled homes and damaged buildings in the city of Arequipa. Landslides only added to the devastation and have hampered recovery efforts. Peru's president-elect has postponed a trip to the United States to stay and survey the damage. Dozens of aftershocks have been reported of 6.2 magnitude. The quake was felt as far away as Bolivia and Chile.
The Houston woman accused of drowning her 5 young children is expected to plead not guilty by reason of insanity. Andrea Yates' attorney tells the Texas newspaper his client's mental status will be key in his defense. Yates' husband says his wife suffered from severe postpartum depression following the birth of their last 2 children. Yates is charged with capital murder. It could bring her the death penalty. Her children will be buried together on Wednesday.
In the Middle East, the latest challenge to the U.S. brokered truce exploded today in more West Bank violence. A bomb set in a public phone booth killed a Palestinian activist. Still, peace efforts continue this week. On Tuesday, Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon meets President Bush in Washington. Then Secretary of State Colin Powell heads to the Middle East. 8 Palestinians and 6 Israelis have been killed in the 11 days since the so-called ceasefire took effect.
Reverend Jesse Jackson is in Puerto Rico tonight fighting for the release of his wife from jail. Jackson's wife, Jacqueline, was arrested during recent protests of U.S. Navy bombing exercises on the Puerto Rican island of VHSs. She was jailed after she refused to pay $3,000 bail. Reverend Jackson says his wife was put into solitary confinement after she refused to be strip searched. Civil rights leader accuses the U.S. government trying to intimidate his wife and other protesters on VHSs with excessive jail terms, fines, and cruel treatment. Meanwhile, area leaders here standing by the Jacksons.
He is still our leader. He's still our friend. He is still a hero. And to Jackie, we still view them as being the first family. I know she will remain strong and steadfast.
Bombing exercises on the island resumed last Monday. President Bush says the Navy will leave VHSs in 2 years.
Well, after a lot of debate and several failed efforts, officials on Long Island have quietly opened a hiring center for day laborers in Glen Cove. The new center is the only indoor hiring hall for immigrants on Long Island. Just over a month ago, legislators shot down a proposal to build a center in Haw Haw. They also closed down a similar facility in Farmingdale. Residents had been complaining about the centers after 2 Mexican workers were beaten and what police described as a hate crime.
Well, if you're thinking of taking to the skies this summer, we warn you, another airline strike may be on tap. This time it's the flight attendants for American Airlines who are threatening to walk off the job as early as next week. Contract negotiations between the airline and the flight attendants union remain at a standstill tonight after 3 days of talks broke down. Some flight attendants are hopeful an agreement can be met.
Pay, compensation. We are also stuck on pre-funding of retirement. We're also stuck on some scheduling.
Flight attendants in the airline will have one more opportunity to reach a contract agreement. This Thursday, both sides will meet with federal mediators.
It's time for weather in Craig Allen now. We had a pretty rough weekend. What does a work week look like?
Obviously a little bit better. I mean, why not? But there's not as much of a chance of rain during this upcoming week as there was over the weekend. In fact, we pretty much took care of it today, except for those of you that may still be watching out there in the Hamptons or the east end of Long Island. You had a couple hours to deal with all afternoon. Right now, though, it's just partly cloudy to clear around parts of the region. We take a look at Lower Manhattan from Staten Island. There are the Twin Towers foreground. There's the Empire State Building in the background there. And we are going to find that temperatures around our region are nice and mild as well. Temperature is 72 degrees. The wind northeast just 4 miles per hour. Relative humidity at 76%. The barometer is holding steady at 30.16. Around our 5 boroughs, temperatures started to cool down in a few spots now. If you start getting up to the Bronx at 65 degrees, but Midtown is at 70, Narcissist 71, and L 71 degrees as well. And region-wide, this is where you start seeing the drop-off once you start getting back into our northwest suburbs from Orange County on back into Warren and Sussex County here. Low and mid-60s, trends down to 69. We're still holding close to 70 out across Long Island, and that is going to be the case for the next couple hours, and then ease off a little bit. Not a terribly mild or uncomfortable night after a high of 75 today, which is off the mark. The normal high should be about 82. And rainfall, that was while you were sleeping last night. We had 27 an inch of rain in the city. The normal high should be 82 degrees. We weren't there today. We will get there at times this upcoming week. Now, a couple light showers did develop during the afternoon hours out across parts of eastern Long Island. That's just returns from the radar right out there and up and on eastern Long Island, so that wasn't anything heavy. And there you can see a few light showers scattered through parts of Connecticut, too. Those are going to go by the wayside for tonight. Start it all up again tomorrow, as this weather front will be the focus for it, but really not much of it. It's just going to dissipate as we go through the day, and because of that, just a widely scattered shower, primarily again east of the city. Otherwise, warm air is going to start building back in. A Bermuda high starts coming in from off the Atlantic. You'll see those temperatures go up. You'll feel it. Temperatures tonight, mid-60s around the city, partly cloudy skies, maybe a few patches of fog. Upper 50s for those of you across northwest New Jersey, parts of the Hudson Valley, and interior Connecticut. Tomorrow night, not bad at all, with a high near 80 degrees. Just an isolated shower or two. Again, mostly across Long Island and parts of Connecticut, and in the 5-day forecast. Here we go. Low to mid-80s on Tuesday, mid and upper 80s perhaps, both Wednesday and Thursday. And there's a chance of a shower thunderstorm as it tries to turn a little bit cooler later Thursday and on Friday. But otherwise, this is going to be a warm, summery week. Log on to CBSNewYork.com and keep us to the weather all the time.
It is summer.
It is, and it's going to feel it.
All right, thanks,
We're
Kate.
ready. Thank you. Well, it may seem a bit late in the season, but it was opening day on Staten Island for a Yankees farm club. The Staten Island Yankees debuted in their new 6,900-seat ballpark against the Hudson Valley Renegades. Mayor Giuliani and friend Nathan were on hand for the game, along with a sellout crowd of fans of all ages.
I think it makes everyone love Staten Island, which they do anyway.
The stadium's just great. It's very, very big, and we got a great view to see and the ocean and all that stuff. It's really great.
Tomorrow, a Mets Farm Club christens its new stadium in a minor league version of a Subway/Ferry series. The Brooklyn Cyclones open their park in Coney Island against the Staten Island Yanks. It marks the first return of pro baseball to Brooklyn after more than 40 years. By the way, Staten Island won tonight 3-1.
All right, let's go Yankees. And the real Yankees, the professional Yankees, the big league Yankees could use some help from Staten Island tonight. We'll tell you what happened when they got stung by the Devil Rays in Tampa Bay.
And straight ahead, there's a serious blood shortage here in our area. We'll tell you what you can do to help.
And can Lara Croft's Tomb Raider hold #1 spot at the box office? We got the weekend seats coming up.
First, let's check out your winning lottery numbers.
Sweetie, could you pass me vegetables?
Sure.
What's the magic word?
Dad, can you please pass the greeting? Dad?
Honey, what are you doing? I'm just enjoying this.
How about some food worth slowing down for? Now get a half-gallon Minute premium lemonade, a whole chicken, 4 regular sides, and 3 cornbread for $11.99. Boston Market. Slow down. And if you can't get to the restaurant, try Boston Market frozen meals in your grocer's freezer.
With larger door openings and a lower step in height, and now with an attractive lease price, you'd say the all-new 2002 Ford Explorer is easier than ever to get into. Now lease an Explorer for $399 a month with $798 due at signing. With a more powerful V8 engine and with a roomier seating and cargo area, you could say the all-new 2002 Explorer has the most room in its class. Now lease an Explorer for $399 a month with $798 due at signing.
Who are these people you live with? They look vaguely familiar. There's a word for them. Family. We'll get to know them again on a Busch Gardens in Water Country, USA 3-day, 2-night getaway. Get 3 days unlimited visits at both parks, plus 2 nights hotel accommodations, all for $299 for 2 adults. Come together for 3 days and 2 nights family excitement, including our new country, Ireland. Call 1-800-475-9999 today.
Imagine what happens if we stand up and say, this party is not dead yet. We're still willing to fight for the things we believe in.
Brett Schundler is the proven reformer. He cut Jersey City property taxes and water rates and sewer rates. He reduced crime and reformed city government.
We can lower your income taxes and your property taxes and get rid of the tolls. If a leader would just have the courage to fight for that.
Brett Schundler, the proven reformer who will cut taxes.
The more I see you. Come and celebrate the American spirit at Kohl's, where you'll find more of everything red, white, and blue. Show your pride with commemorative tees for the whole family. Just $5 for adults and $4 for kids. There's never been a better time to show your true colors. And there's never been a better way to celebrate the American spirit than with freedom of choice. Kohl's, that's more like it. The more I see you.
Time to spend with your friends is cool. $2,500 to spend with them is even better. Right now, $2,500 cash back when you buy a 2001 Chevy Cavalier. There are more Cavaliers on the road than any other small car. Look, when you're this smart, you can spend more time with your friends and less time in your wallet. But hurry, $2,500 cash back on Cavalier only lasts until July 2nd. Now at your Chevy dealer. We'll be there.
Sure doesn't taste as good in New York.
You up here on vacation?
No. Lunch.
Introducing the 260 horsepower Acura TL Type S.
There's an urgent appeal tonight from blood donors in New York and in New Jersey. Officials said the blood supply is at very critically low levels, but patients who need transfusions are at risk. The New York Blood Center says if more people come forward to donate, they might run out of types O and B blood by July 4th. Less than 2% of people who are healthy enough to give blood actually do. So if you can donate, you're urged to call the New York Blood Center. The number's at the bottom of your screen, 800-933-BLOOD.
In tonight's Health Watch report, researchers say young men have reason to be concerned about high blood pressure. This after a new study out of Northwestern University suggests young men with high blood pressure are more likely to die of heart disease later in life. Currently, most screening and treatment guidelines are aimed at middle-aged and older men.
Newly traded John Rocker getting ready to face the Yankees. We'll tell you everything about showdown in his favorite city.
Oh, yeah. And what about Rocker's old team? They make it 3 in a row over the Mets. Gary Apple's got highlights from Shea straight ahead.
A completely redesigned Chrysler minivans now come equipped with yet another step feature. Because consumers don't just name Voyager Best Buy. And AMC called Town & Country the best minivan ever. Now get a $2,000 cash allowance on Chrysler minivans. Get to your Chrysler dealer today. With award-winning values like these, you'll be the one with something to brag about.
Sweet Hershey. Get away now. Call 1-800-HERSHEY or visit HersheyPA.com.
1,100 schools, 1.1 million students, 80,000 teachers. Big system, big problems. Mike Bloomberg's Comprehensive Education Plan. Test students every 2 years with special help for those falling behind. For teachers, evaluate skills and knowledge every 2 years. Zero tolerance for disruptive behavior. Help parents track attendance and homework assignments. Accountability across the board. The system is failing our children. It's time to fix it.
Hi, I'm Governor George Pataki. This summer, you can reduce your electric bill while conserving energy and protecting the environment. Just follow these simple tips.
Use major appliances in the morning or evening when it's cooler. Install a timer on your air conditioner or turn it off when you're not home. And look for the Energy Star label when shopping for appliances.
To learn more about how you can save energy, help the environment, and get $75 back on an Energy Star air conditioner, call this number or visit this website.
Even though we just turned 60, we're still climbing mountains, trekking through forests, and playing in mud. And now we're celebrating that heritage during the Jeep Anniversary event. Get a $1,000 cash allowance and 0.9% APR financing when you buy Grand Cherokee. Or qualified returning Daimler Chrysler lessees can lease one for just $339 a month. So come celebrate our great past. It'll make for an exciting future. Check one out at your Jeep dealer.
Closed captioning on CBS-2 is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer, Toyota.
Time to talk sports. Here's Gary Apple in the studio. The Mets used some of that.
Well, they could, yes. They're scoring at home tonight. The Mets were bombed out 27-8. A 3-game sweep. The Mets now 10.5 out of first. Seemingly out of contention. 8-4 battle to chase. Steve Traxel off to the worst start. The Mets started at 8 years, top 7. This is when you know it's really going bad. For called bunts, not for a hitting bunt, but a double. He later scored the tying run. It was even at for a double. You know things are going bad. Then 2-1 out. Sherrod Wiggin just called up from AAA. His third pitch to Brian Jordan and say goodbye. That is a tie-breaking 3-run homer. 7-4 Braves. They win at 8-4. And that frustration beginning to show on Mike Yatza. Traxel, by the way, now 1-9. The Phillies went beating Florida. That's why the Mets are now 10.5 back in that game. We saw just about the easiest inside park home run you would ever want to see in the night. The Phillies, Bobby Abreu, Spanks went deep to left. Back goes Cliff Lloyd and head first into the wall. And with a thud, Abreu comes around second. Floyd, check back in on him. He's still there. The ball is down. Look at Abreu waltzing home for an inside the park homer. Floyd did get back up. He was okay. The Yankees bullpen couldn't get it done again. Tampa knocked off the Yanks 5-4, wasting a 7-2-run, 9-strikeout performance by Ted Lilly and wasting a 4-1 lead. Bottom 8, Brian Bollinger facing his first batter. Randy Wynn delivers. That is struck deep to center. That's an RBI double. Scoring Steve Cox. It was 4-2. Bring on Mike Stanton facing his first batter. Johnson says this Yankee bullpen very hittable. Johnson drives in. Wynn. It was for 3 2-sack flies, put 10 ahead, and they beat the Yanks. And Roger Clemens now says despite his 10-1 record, he is considering skipping the All-Star game. And you've got to wonder if facing Mike Piazza, who leads the National League in catcher voting, has anything to do with it. The Yankees back at the stadium tomorrow. They face the Indians, and that means John Rocker, Mr. I Love New York, is back in town. Rocker making his first appearance for Cleveland this Saturday in Kansas City. He pitched a perfect ninth inning for his first American League save as the Indians beat the Royals. Rocker was then asked what sort of reaction he expects at the stadium tomorrow.
Why is reaction always such a big deal to you people? Reaction here's no reaction.
When do you think you're a fan?
Apparently reaction is not a favorite thing with John Rocker. 7 years ago, Adam Graves was one of the toasts of the town tonight. He's an ex-Ranger. Graves, who scored a team like 52 goals in the Rangers' march to the Stanley Cup back in '94, has been traded to San Jose for 2 minor leaguers. Graves spent 10 years with the Rangers. He's third on the all-time goal list with 280. And the Islanders have acquired Michael Pekka from Buffalo. He's one of the premier checking forwards in the NHL, but he sat out last year in a contract dispute. The Isles gave up 2 young players in return, Taylor Pyatt and Connolly. Sergio Garcia, now the man defeated the Buick Classic. Sergio put together a dazzling array of shots during his third round. 66, he's 1,200 and leads Scott Hoke by 2 shots. Tiger all but out of he's 8 back after third round. 68, and we asked Garcia if he still thinks Tiger is really lurking.
He can still shoot around and finish well, but it's not in my mind right now. It doesn't look like Tiger is playing as well as he was, and but he's still there.
The way the guys are top of the order playing, it's going to be awfully tough to catch them. They're just playing great. It's playing with a lot of confidence.
What a day. This lady, 26-year-old Carrie West, won the LPGA championship and completed a career grand slam for her. She's the youngest to ever do it. The Liberty won. They've won 7 in a row, and Wimbledon gets underway tomorrow. I'm Ray Apple. That's Big Apple Sports.
All right, Gary.
Guys.
Thanks very much.
Okay.
Thank you, and we will be right back.
Monday, is there a disaster waiting to happen in your home? Last weekend's tragic fire involved the gas hot water heater. Find out how you prevented a similar accident. CBS 2 reports.
Monday at 11 on the cast.
Part of the CBS 2 Information Network.
Let's face it, you can get these features on virtually any car. What distinguishes these is that they come standard on a car that looks like this, with an offering like this. See, compare, drive, Dodge it. It starts with styling and gets even better.
Kids will do practically anything to a Sesame Place. And with over 50 amazing rides and attractions, it's not hard to see why. Memories last a lifetime. Call 1-800-VISIT-PA for a free visitor's guide. Sesame Place, like no place else.
We had a tough year. Earnings are down, our stock is down, growth is slowing, demand is flat.
He's thinking, I was set for early retirement. She's thinking, I had it made.
That's clear.
She's thinking, glad I called PNC. Most of my investments are in one company. PNC helped cushion me from this volatile market. Let us put your money to work in ways you never thought possible.
I think it's time to get back to reality.
PNC, the thinking behind money.
What is the CBS Information Network? It's one partnership with 10 newsrooms, hundreds of reporters, and countless sources, all working together for one reason. You. See what's new in local news on the CBS2 Information Network.
Fast and Furious outran a bunch of furry animals to the finish line this week at the box office. Fast and Furious, starring Vin Diesel, is now a Los Angeles street racing club. It debuted weekend's top film, grossing more than $41 million. In second place, Eddie Murphy's Dr. Dolittle 2, earning more than $26 million. Last week's top film, Lara Croft Tomb Raider, dropped there but just over $20 million. In fourth place, Atlantis, The Lost Empire. And rounding out top 5, Shrek.
With all that rain, it was a good weekend for the movies.
Absolutely.
And at CBS 2 will on this Sunday night, I'm Alexis Christoforous. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Vince DeMentri for all the latest news. Be sure to turn it into news this morning. Good night, everybody.